deported him from his district.
Oh. Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Kita ra ko nimo kay tindog man ko.
Sibog yung lingkuran.
Yeah. I think we just follow the procedure, we follow the agenda, and then as we go along, then we will decide later on.
Okay, but we make sure nga di punta malate sa Lourdes College.
We will agree on that.
Okay, so okay. Very good. Thank you very much, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
We will know.
Councilor, is Councilor Calizo here? Are we going?
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. Actually, PIDEA has called me up as the interim co-chairman of the CD Anti-Drug Abuse Council. That being the case, Madam Chair, I may probably move that the City Council shall request PIDEA because they are supposed to conduct the mandatory drug test on the Vice Mayor and the 18 members of the 20th Council. But the situation now goes different, and therefore I move that the Council shall request PIDEA for the rescheduling of the said drug test if PIDEA will agree, Madam Chair.
Okay. So
because it doesn't, although I requested them to do the orientation for that goes normally about 30 to 40 minutes. I requested them to use general terms so that they finish the orientation in 5 minutes. Anyway, these terms are easy to understand. But I think kanang pagpangihi manggod sa lalaki dali ra kayo. Ang problema ang mga
dali ra sa damo.
Ang problema ang mga babae
kay pariharata.
So with this, I move that the council request PIDEA for the rescheduling of the drug test so that we can finish the orders of the day within 1 hour, Madam Chair. So I move, Madam Chair.
Councilor Attorney General, is PIDEA here? I would like to acknowledge PIDEA.
Madam Chair, here's a compromise. Sakto man itong gihingon ni Councilor Calizo, pero asin inani na lang ka, ato na lang i-accommodate ang PIDEA karon, and then para pod nga naat sad tay matuki mahimo karon, pwede na to mahimo ang item number 1 ug item number 2 sa agenda. This is a perfect compromise kung mauyon pod ang kinabag-an sa konseho. Kaysa atong yusab ang PIDEA, ang ilang pagtigayon sa atong random test.
It is one of the requirements for us as public servant to submit for this.
So karon lang nato himuon. And then i-discuss din nato ang item number 1, item number 2. At least kay mao makaning importante po ang item number 2, and then i-defer na to ang katong uban nga mga naa nakabutang sa atong agenda sa karon nga session. Kung mahimo, kung uyonan lugar sa kinabag-an sa konseho.
Yes, Councilor J. Pascual.
Dili naman gud pwede nga malangan ta kay actually ato mga committees wala pa gyud ta na expire na tatanan namong mga committees, and actually ang isa ka committee nga very kayo kay Councilor Suzette kay daghan kaayo graduating pod na malangan tanan nilang graduation kay dili mapirmahan nilang face to face. So kana lang. So
perhaps we can postpone PIDEA. Is it okay, PIDEA? Sir, ma'am? If we have, no, I don't think we have that time because we only have 1 hour and 30 minutes. We have to walk to the dito pa sa Lourdes College. So it depends on you. Kung gusto ninyo. Kani ato lang di discussion, no? Dinira nga discussion. Yes. Ato lang paspasan because we have to start na.
Chair, perhaps we will decide about it later on after we tackle all the items. If we have sufficient time to cater the PIDEA, we will just decide later on.
So, Councilor Calizo.
Again, thank you, Madam Chair. I have talked with the hierarchy of PIDEA, and they said the postponement will just be okay, provided we will not. They will not say when. so
Of
that
course, of
the
course.
element of surprise will not be sacrificed. Madam
Correct.
Chair.
Yeah.
So they said they agree to our proposal unless the body decides otherwise, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. So, okay ra ba ang postponement for the PIDEA? Okay lang? Wala may matingog. Okay? Okay, okay. Minority? Okay, let's postpone the PIDEA. Thank you very much, PIDEA, for coming over, no? Daghang kay salamat. So we will reschedule without the advance notice. So let us proceed, no? The second session of the 20th City Council Cagayan de Oro will now call to order. Please rise for the opening prayer to be led by 2nd District City Councilor Yvonna Yasine Imano. After the prayer, please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, and then to be followed by the singing of Cagayan de Oro March.
Sa mga as a Catholic, please make the sign of the cross in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Good afternoon, dear God. Thank you for today. Thank you for bringing us all safely within these four walls of our workplace. Please do guide us, dear God, as we do the work, the important work that you have tasked and granted us to do. Instill in us the spirit of gratitude towards our comrades, fellow men, and for our community. May we see the very essences of working together for the common and greater good, and this we ask through the same Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Alam ng puso sa dikit mo'y buhay, lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa manlulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagagang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iinig, ang ituwin at araw niya kailan ang mahirap iinig. Lumanang araw ng warhabing pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang ligaya dapat may mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please be seated. Thank you. May I ask our city secretary to call the roll call to determine the existence of a quorum?
Honorable Jocelyn B. Rodriguez, City Vice Mayor and Presiding Officer. For the First District Councilors, Honorable Agapito Heriberto G. Swan, Honorable Roger G. Abaday, Honorable J.R. Pascual, Honorable Aimee Rose P. Moreno, Honorable Romeo V. Calesu, Honorable George is Goking, Honorable Jose Pepe S. Abo Jr., Honorable Malvern A. Esparcia. For the Second District Councilors, Honorable Ivona Yasini B. Imano, Honorable Maria Lourdes Iscaani, Honorable Joylene Mercedes El Balaba, Honorable James K. Judith II, Honorable Ian Mark Yunakaya, Honorable Edgar S. Cabanlas, Honorable Christian Rostico M. Achas, Honorable Suzette G. Magtahas Daba. For the ex-officio members, Honorable Yan Lam is Lim, Liga ng mga Barangay President, and Honorable John Michael El Seno, City Escape Federation President. There is a perfect attendance, Madam Chair. There is quorum.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Quorum of the second session is hereby certified. Mr. Secretary, kindly read the first item of the agenda, please. Yeah. Approval of the I recognize Councilor Ian Mark Nakaya.
I move to dispense with the the reading of the minutes of meeting on July 4, 2022.
Seconded by Councilor J. Pascual. So approval of the minutes of the previous reading is
a dispensation.
Dispensation of the minutes of the meeting of last session.
I likewise move for the approval of the said minutes of meeting.
Approval is carried.
If I may continue, Madam Presiding Officer.
The first Councilor Ian Mark Nakaya, I will call you in a while. Thank you. First item, Mr. Secretary.
We are still on the special report portion, Madam Chair.
Do we have a special report? I was notified the special report.
Based on the House rules, it is the role of the Majority Floor Leader to assist the presiding officer as regards the lining up of the members who would like to be recognized, particularly in rendering special report. And on this period of time, Madam Chair, Councilor Suzette Magtahas Daba would like to render a special report. And if she be recognized to discuss about the pending requests and petitions of the schools in Cagayan de Oro who would like to be exempted from face-to-face exercises.
Okay, I'm recognizing Councilor Suzette Daba.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Majority Floor Leader Ian Mark Nakaya, to my colleagues from this August body, and all the guests here. Maayong hapon. Madam Chair, this is actually about the letter sent by the Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Cherry Limbaco. This is in connection with a resolution that we have unanimously approved last June 13, 2022, authorizing the Committee on Education through its chairperson, Councilor Suzette G. Magtahas Daba, to issue the necessary sangguniang panglunsod endorsement for the conduct of face-to-face classes and of school year ceremonies, examinations, assessments, and other school activities of different schools, colleges, and universities in the city, provided that they have complied with the requirements or guidelines imposed by the city mayor or the city COVID-19 task force relative thereto. And you were one of the councilors, Madam Chair, who approved this resolution. Now, this actually, this is for the 19th City Council, but since last Monday, we were not able to elect the chairperson, vice chair, and the members of the standing committees. I am no longer authorized to sign an endorsement. So I have received 3 letters from different schools, dated July 1. And I would like to read the last paragraph of the letter from the schools division superintendent. As more schools are gaining the trust of their stakeholders in the conduct of face-to-face school activities, we would like to solicit once again the concurrence of the city government in the conduct of face-to-face graduation of Blessed Juana Condesa School on July 9, 2022. So their graduation, Madam Chair, was actually last Saturday, but sadly it was canceled because I was not able to give an endorsement because my chairmanship as the committee, as the chairperson for the Committee on Education ended last June 30, 12 noon. So I don't have the personality to sign the concurrence. And there's another school, Vineyard International Polytechnic College, July 18. And Monarch Foundation Incorporated, July 25. So, Madam Chair, my prayer for my special report is that we finish all the items, especially in our agenda proper, especially with the election of the chairmanship and the membership of the standing committees, Madam Chair, because there are a lot of pending resolutions, not only in the Committee on Education, but I suppose also with the rest of the committees. And Madam Chair, we all know that with the crafting of an ordinance, it will take time. Same with what happened with mental health code. Yes, it took years. And then on my part, as the chairperson of the Committee on Education, we have a pending ordinance, Madam Chair, for the expansion of the scholarship program, opening medical scholarship to applicants. And City Mayor Rolando Clarex Uy actually gave us a task to study if it is feasible or we can afford to establish or build our own city college. So, Madam Chair, that's my prayer for my special report, that we will be able to elect at the same time, pass a resolution kay naa na po another graduation this coming Monday. And then if we cannot elect our chairman for the Committee on Education, there is no issuance of the concurrence of the city government, which is actually required by the central office of the Department of Education. Daghang salamat ug maayong hapon sa tanan.
Thank you, Councilor Suzette Daba. Any comments? Councilor Attorney James Judas.
Madam Chair, nasabot man ako ang pasabot or sentimento ni Councilor Daba. Pero ang problema lang ani, kung moderitso na lang tayo, wa pa ba na human, item by item ba yata karon magtuki. Na napa atong ikasabutan nga kung mahimo, kung makapusta sa panahon or oras, atong putlon bali ang atong session garon. Ina nilang nakasabot man ko, Councilor Daba. Ang problema lang nga dili sad namo gusto nga dili na nato matuki tungod sa katuyuan lagi nga kinahanglan mohatag concurrence ang atong City Council sa katubaling base sa atong sulat. Ang amo lang nga gusto nato matuki pod nato kung unsa man ang mga minimum requirements, kung ano nga natagaan og mga komitiba ang kini nga mga tawhana sa majority. Og unsa man galing, unsa plano pod bali sa majority ug unsang mga tawhana ang magkupot ani nga mga komitiba nga gikan pod sa minority. So okay lang, patas lang unta kung atos ang tukian. Dili sa taingon nga diretso na lang tabot na lang nato nga tungod lang atong sulat. mawala na kita sa atong katuyuan labi na kanamo sa minority nga gusto namo busisiun unsa ang mga requisitos giunsa pagpili unsay criteria sa majority ngano nagpili sila ani mga tawhana nga mo'y maglingkod mahimong chairman adtong nagadayang mga komitiba nga 31 ka buok komitiba og 18 kami kabuok og depende kung giunsa pagbahin og unsa nga ngano kani nga komitiba nakapaingon ani nga tawhana ngano pud kana nga tawhana kani nga gihawiran nga komitiba ana lang Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith. Councilor Attorney Joey Abu, please.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. I would just like to let Councilor Suset Magtaas Dabak know that I am with you on this, but I think it is not yet proper to talk about this. We are still in the special report portion, Madam Chair, and so that we would reach that part, then I think we proceed to the next item before we discuss all those things.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Attorney Joy Abu. Let us proceed because we are running out of time. So can you please read the first agenda, Mr. Secretary?
In the
Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya, I will call you later, okay? Thank you. Councilor, Mr. Secretary. Please read the first agenda.
On item number 1 in our business order of the business of today for today is proposed resolution number 2022-4 expressing the 20th City Council's most profound sympathy and deepest condolences to the bereaved family of Honorable Attorney Ruben R. Canoy, former Assemblyman and former City Mayor of Cagayan de Oro, for his untimely demise. Proponents, all members.
Okay, first item of the agenda is a proposed resolution number 2022-4 expressing the 20th City Council's most profound sympathy and deepest condolences to the bereaved family of Honorable Attorney Ruben R. Canoy, former Assemblyman and former City Mayor of Cagayan de Oro, for his untimely demise. Any motion for this resolution? Councilor Judith, Attorney James Judith, please.
Madam Chair, I move for a resolution expressing the profound condolences and deepest sympathies of the 20th City Council of Cagayan de Oro to the bereaved family of former Mayor of Cagayan de Oro City, Ruben Rabe Canoy.
Okay. Thank you, Councilor. Attorney James. Second, any second? Second by Councilor J. Pascual. Any objection? Being none, motion is hereby carried. May I request, Mr. Secretary, is the resolution already printed and have all the city councilors sign?
We're on it,
We'll be
Madam Chair.
giving this to the bereaved family later in a few minutes from now. Thank you. Mr. Secretary, second item, please, in the agenda.
On item 2 of our agenda, proposed resolution number 2022-5, authorizing Honorable City Mayor Rolando E. Uy, City Administrator Roy Hilario Piraagas, and Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B.
Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya, I'm not recognizing you. Please sit down, okay? Continue, Mr. Secretary. Actually, I am the Vice Mayor. Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya.
Parliamentary inquiry, Madam Chair.
I am the sit down. You're not recognized.
Parliamentary inquiry, Madam
Sit
Chair.
down. I
That's
told you.
the parliamentary rule.
Sit down. You are not recognized.
But you
Please
have to
sit
follow
down.
the parliamentary rule, Madam Chair.
Please sit down. You are not recognized. Sit down. Unless you are the Vice Mayor. I am the presiding officer. You are also the councilor.
Yes,
But
Mr.
then,
Chair.
Councilor Attorney James.
You are the Vice Mayor, Mr. Chair.
Madam Chair, I move for a recess, Madam Chair.
Recess, 1 minute recess.
Madam Chair, point of order. Please, point of order.
Recess.
Point of order does not require the recognition of the chair. That's the rules.
I am
Point of
saying,
order does not require the recognition of the chair. What the chair can say only is, what is your point of order?
what is your point of order?
Please. Let's settle this. A point of order does not require the recognition of the chair. The chair must say, what is your point of order? My point of order is that the chair is not following the rules. Recognize, Councilor Nakaya. A
You
point
need
of order
to be
does not
recognized
violate the
again.
Robert's rules.
You need, I am the presiding officer, so
You are
I
not.
must be followed.
Madam
I
Chair.
am the presiding officer. You be the vice mayor,
No.
then I follow you. Sit
Madam
down.
Chair, you
I
are not
said,
the city council.
Sit down.
You
I
are
said,
not the
sit
city
down.
council. We
I'm
are the
running
city
again.
council. We can overrule you. We can overrule you.
I
No.
hope the
Order,
advisor
order,
can
order,
advise
order.
properly.
Please sit down. Please sit down.
There
Please sit
are
down.
rules,
No.
Madam Presiding
Please
Officer.
sit down.
You have to rule on the point of order. You cannot just ignore
What
that.
is your point of order?
You ask Councilor Nakaya what
I
is
am
point
not
of order.
recognizing Councilor
No, you
Nakaya.
don't have to recognize
Why?
Councilor Nakaya.
Why? I am the vice
No,
mayor. I
you
am
are
the
the vice mayor,
presiding
but
officer.
you are
and
not
I'm
the vice
just
mayor
following
here.
what is
You are not the vice
parliament
mayor here.
procedure.
You
That
are
is
the
precisely
presiding
why
officer here.
I call the Mr. Secretary. Why? I can
No.
call you anytime if I
The
want to.
presiding officer
Why?
is different from the vice mayor.
Huh?
Remember that. You are not the queen here.
1 minute recess.
Balik din sa City Council mo gini nahitabo karon ang unang recess tungod sa medyo mabugat na nga panaglalis sa atong mga membro sa minorya o sa majority. Gani sa atong obserbasyon is pipila ka mga kamot unta ang gipasakan ni City Councilor Nakaya apan wala pa kini gi-recognize ni Vice Mayor Bibot Rodriguez as a presiding officer. Apan ni pagawa sa ilang punto si City Councilor Ed Camadlas sa usa ka point of order kay matod pa kuno wa na mosunod sa procedure si Vice Mayor Bibot Rodriguez. Apan mingon si Vice Mayor Bibot Rodriguez nga siya gyud ang masunod tungod kay siya ang nagadala karon sa City Council. Gani medyo nang hugyaw po ang atong mga kaigsunan diri. Tungod usab kay medyo una ni, this is the first time nga medyo mainito na gyud pag-ayo ang istoryahan na ipanagpagawa sa ilang mga punto de vista sa mga kaigsunan nato ang mga membro sa City Council. Balik ta kay resume ang session.
Session resumed. Attorney James Judith. Okay. Yeah, Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Madam Chair, I move to dispense with the second and final reading of proposed resolution number 2022-4 or 2022-4.
And the second, and the second. Second, Attorney Councilor Attorney Joey Ab. First and second, any objection? Any objection? Recognize Councilor Ayan Mark-Nakaya.
I don't want to question the motion because that was supposed to be the motion that I would like to present earlier, Madam Presiding Officer. And I don't want to claim the right that I know better than other members of the City Council, but experience will tell me that it is not that we disagree on the various political issues and as well as how to conduct the proceeding of the council. But it is our intention in the majority bloc that our session would go smoothly as possible. There are roles for every personality having been elected to the position as officer. And there are also rules which is only limited to the members of the council. Even the city secretary cannot place a motion, and it would be an awkward situation for him to be recognized to read and read and read, and then repeatedly what he has read by the presiding officer, and the movant will again read the same title. That run counters to the principle of free flow. That is why we use parliamentary procedure to have free-flowing proceeding, and that is not only the case of Cagayan de Oro, but the entire parliament, even in Congress, here and abroad, Madam Presiding Officer. It's called procedure because there are rules that we all should follow and comply. Again, I'm not against with the proper motion coming from a member who is not from the majority, but it brings weight whosoever will present the motion. If it is from the minority, he brings weight only for 6 members. If it is for the majority, it brings weight for the 12 members of the city council. That is why the weight of the motion brings dignity with the number. And that is democracy, Madam Presiding Officer. That's how we should proceed. It is not that we are insulted with non-recognition, but we don't want to let our young people see that in this council, as Cagayan de Oro, as we are, highly urbanized city at that, we do not come about and go beyond our political and personal bickerings. I hope we can see the light that at the end, the reason why we are here, because we are all representatives of the public, whether young or old, whether favorable or otherwise. But the intention here is to run a council that can smoothly run as much as possible with united front coming from all members of the city council, regardless of blocking whether majority or minority. In the first regular session, Madam Presiding Officer, we did not even raise the issue of adjourning improperly in our rules and even in the rules of Parliament and the Robert's Rule of Order or of that orindain, the majority decides whether or not to terminate the proceeding or continue. We should accept the reality. If there is an opposing side, manifest your opposition, but never quarrel to the proceeding that is recognized internationally and accepted by all parliaments. Let us be gentlemen and ladies in this council. Again, I don't question the reading of the secretary, but if it is already redundant and if runs counter to the procedure, and if it does not provide weight to our understanding that it should be the procedure, the rules, we rise. And soon, we'll ask intervention from DILG, who is offering, Madam Chair, to lecture parliamentary procedures to all members of the council, regardless new or old, so that we can have a smooth, proper, flowing session and proceeding of the council. Again, it's not an objection to whatever acts, whether this act is proper or not. It's a matter of respect. It's a matter of courtesy to every member who has a role, who has been elected by the majority or the minority or by the people of Cagayan de Oro.
Thank you, Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya. Let me reiterate, I have never been perfect and will never be perfect, I tell you. If that is how I interpreted it to be, then I need to learn more. I am never afraid of saying I have pride that I know everything. I do not know everything, I tell you. So give me a chance. Give me a chance to deliver what is right, what is parliamentary. I am starting and I'm learning. By a day or two, I will never learn with this, but I will learn in the experience. And this experience alone will taught me to be a better vice mayor of the city. And again, I want to tell everyone, do not laugh at my mistake. This is my first time. I can always commit a mistake anytime. But then at the end of the day, I try. I try to recover, I try to learn, and I try to study. Not like before. Not like before, I was never given a chance to speak. I was never given a chance to celebrate what a councilor should be. I was deprived of almost everything. Now I have this floor, I will accept whatever demeanor, whatever mistake that I have. Then I will try. I will try to do what is best. As vice mayor, I will never be ashamed of my shortcomings because this is me. This is what I am. So thank you very much. Someday, this will not be the same if you think that this is unruly, chaotic. I've been hearing negative, but then at the end of the day, we continue to learn, we continue to study, and we continue to trust the God that we love so much. Thank you. Attorney, Councilor Joey Abo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just 2 points, Madam Chair. I am speaking not from the minority bloc, but I am speaking as a member of this Sanggunian. I'm not also saying that I have the mastery of the parliamentary. In fact, I'm also starting. I am also studying. I am also preparing myself every session. But please, with the kind indulgence of everybody, and including, please, the presiding officer, let us all be calm and maintain the dignity of this institution. Secondly, Madam Chair, I also understand the point of the majority bloc that there are parliamentary rules that we have to follow. And I hope we can, all of us would study about it and perhaps understand how are we going to do things. And just a reminder to all my colleagues here in the City Council. Please let us maintain cordial and professionalism here and respect the institution itself. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney Joey Abu. Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. I would like to apologize for raising my voice to you.
It's okay.
I don't have any doubt of my respect towards the Vice Mayor. I am just saying this because in the Robert's rules, you can shout if the presiding officer will not listen. It is allowed. And I apologize for that, Madam Chair. I have no intention to disrespect you as the Vice Mayor and as the presiding officer. Everyone will be learning, and I hope sa dagan sa panahon, kasi nabtanay rata, kanira man nagtuko, kanira man ang crucial kining first 2 or 3 session. After this, everybody will understand each other. So this is a burst pain. I know that. But lagi, as old lawyer and old Carabao, all the experience that I have ever since I was a member of the provincial board until now, I nagdi ko yung librong Robert's Rules, pagkakayanan na. I always read. So, ura na, nga, kwan lang. Ay lang kabalaka, nana. Anyway, kanang mga point of order, point of inquiry, point of mga motion. Madala man nag inato. But we have to listen. Thank you very much, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas. I apologize too for my screaming bout with you. Anyway, somehow, everybody, at the end of the day, again, I'm telling you this, makatuon naman gida punta. Kampong mga daan na nakatuon naman mo, give us time also. Nga makatuon pud me so that everything will be smooth. So it's a learning experience every day. Thank you, Councilor Edgar Cabanlas. Councilor Roger Abaday.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair, my colleagues, and for the people who are following us this afternoon's session. Madam Chair, I would just like to express my sentiments. For 2 sessions that we have done, and you're a human being, can easily be slighted. So I have not experienced that in the past years that we were together here. Now, I appreciate your being humble, humility, that you accept also. We have all our weaknesses. Now, I was perplexed when you said that you claim, we do not question you that you are the vice mayor. You are the vice mayor, officially elected, Madam Chair. That is one of your attributes sa imong batasan. But another attribute, Madam Chair, is you are also a presiding officer. But as a presiding officer, you are member of the City Council with us. So please treat us as if you are as a member of the City Council. You said that you accept that you're still learning. All of us are still learning, Madam Chair. In fact, I'm now 40 years teaching. I'm still learning. But the only way to learn, Madam Chair, is to keep in track with our procedure, Mr. Chair, Madam Chair. Just follow our procedure. That's why we have the procedure is being set so that we will not go in trouble in our proceeding. That's my only sort of advice, Madam Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilor Roger Baday. Precisely why every day is a learning experience for all of us, especially me, and especially to the new councilors. Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Inani lang para sa kasayuran sa tanan, for the record, ako lang ni ibutang ha. Kaya naglalis naman, about mga ditas punto about mga Robert's Rules o gunsa. Pero tatawa na to una, na-approve ang internal rules of procedure version sa majority. Mamalihog ko sa atong City Council Secretary kung mahimo ma-project ang version sa majority kabahin sa Rule 59 o Rule 60 para sa kasayuran sa tanan. Matod pa sa Rule 59 as Section 59, Rule 15, ang version kini sa majority. Akong tatawon, for the record, version sa majority. A member who questions the ruling of the chair shall seek floor recognition and not engage in protracted debate with the chair, but appeal the ruling directly to the body in a motion duly presented and seconded. Such motion shall be resolved without debate. If the body resolves the motion in the negative, or if the voting results to a tie, the decision of the chair shall be deemed to have been sustained. Padayon ta, Boss Torque, sa Section 60. Section 60, manner. All points of order may be raised at any time during session by any member of the body, which shall be resolved by the chair, whose decision can be appealed to the body. Dini ang crucial. Second paragraph, it shall be discretionary on the part of the chair to submit to the body for resolution any point of order raised. Tataw, ang maong rules of procedure, giaprubahan sa majority, na pilde kami sa minority. So, ang ako lang, dili na ta mag-lecture kunsa, tataw man ang Section 59, Section 60, Rules of Procedure, nga giaprubahan ni daog ang majority. Daghang salamat.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith. Councilor Ayan Mark Nakaya, you recognize.
I would like to pick up the same rules provided by the minority leader. I hope after this we should have the same understanding. Okay, I'll go back to point of order. Okay, manner, all points of point of order may be raised at any time during session by any member of the body, which shall be resolved by the chair, whose decision can be appealed to the body. That is why when I raise point of order, parliamentary inquiry by Councilor Baday, Councilor Cabandas raised the same point of order, but there was no recognition of the point of order by the presiding officer. So that was the demand of the point of order, and it can be raised at any time. It should have been acted properly by the presiding officer. That is why Councilor Cabandas was highlighting the appropriate and manner of reaction of the presiding officer as to how his point of order be resolved. And again, Councilor Cabanlas was correct when he said that the presiding officer should ask, what is your point of order? And Councilor Cabanlas, being the movant of the point of order, responded, and the next exercise should be the presiding officer to resolve whether the point of order is correct, proper, or improper. And if it is improper, and if some members of the council would disagree to the decision, ruling of the presiding officer, the next paragraph is, it shall be discretionary on the part of the chair to submit to the body for resolution any point of order. Okay. However, there's a comma there, which shall be resolved by the chair, whose decision can be appealed to the body. In other words, after the ruling of the presiding officer, the members of the council can still move for reconsideration of the ruling of the presiding officer. That's the meaning and the meat of the entire section 60, Madam Presiding Officer. I hope we all have one frequency of understanding in the section 60. If there is a question, a privilege motion, an incidental motion, and relative to a motion that does not require second from any member, that should be considered by the presiding officer and decide immediately and rule whether or not there is a necessity to rule over the motion of the members of the council. So again, kami sa majority, Madam Presiding Officer, I hope you understand that ang amo is gusto mo suporta sa imong administrasyon. That's no question. Kay madelay ta dinhi, di ta makaserbisyo sa tao. Madugay ta bisan gani ang kanang ang uban tan-aw nila ang kaning committee election sa committee chairman pwede lang i-postpone lang. Dako biya kay na nga trabaho nga unta trabahoon sa atong mga committee chairpersons and members kay dagan na biya pending gyapon dinhi sa ato. Muna siya nga importante nga makaproceed ta according sa tong house rules. Okay? Based sa katong manifestation sa section 60, I hope masabtan nga dili exclusive sa presiding officer ang ruling. Pwede pa ma-appeal sa membership sa council. And if the majority will say that the ruling of the presiding officer is incorrect and improper, that is the correct ruling of that motion. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Ayan Martakaya. Councilor Ayan Achas.
Hello, thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I think it is already quite long, Madam Chair, to discuss the point of order. Madam Chair, I would like to proceed with the second agenda. It's because we are running out of time. We have still one other activity, Mayor. The honor of Mayor Canoy. I think, Madam Chair, I would like to proceed with the second agenda, Madam Chair.
Any motion to dispense? There was already a motion ruling. So motion approved.
Madam Chair, I would like to move with the proposal of the proposed resolution number 22-5. But before that, Madam Chair, I would like to read the memorandum of our City Mayor, Clarix Oy. Let me read, Madam Chair. Memorandum number 0057-22 to Attorney Roy Hilario P. Raaga, City Administrator. 3. Authority to sign documents dated on 1st of July 22. So, okay, Madam Chair, the majority floor leader would like to suspend the reading because I thought really, Madam Chair, that the movement will be read. So I think he would like to dispense the reading of the minutes, Madam Chair. But move to the proposed resolution of the authorizing the Honorable City Mayor Orlando A. Uy, City Administrator Larur Agas, and Honorable City Vice Mayor Jocelyn B. Rodriguez as official signatories, Madam Chair.
Second, Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. So there's this motion by Councilor Ayan Achas. Any objection? Being none, motion is hereby carried. Councilor Attorney James Judith.
I move to dispense with the second and final reading of proposed resolution number 2022-5.
There is this motion. Second, Councilor E.B. Mano. Any objection? Being none, motion is carried. Mr. Secretary, could you please
On item 3, Madam Chair, proposed resolution number 2022-6, creating an ad hoc committee composed proportionately by members of the majority bloc and minority bloc to deliberate on the issues, concerns, and proposals of the minority bloc on certain provisions of the internal rules of procedures or IRP of the 20th City Council, and to submit its recommendations and or amendments, if any, thereto.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Secretary. Any motion for this? Councilor Edgar Cabanlas.
Move to approve the move to approve the composition of the members of the majority bloc and minority bloc to compose the ad hoc committee, which we have previously agreed upon. And our suggestion in our caucus is that we should have 7 members, 3 members belonging to the minority and 4 members, because this is proportionate composition, 4 members from the majority bloc. We have already prepared the names of our representatives. We are waiting for the names of the representatives from the minority bloc.
There's a...
Anna? Okay. So I move for the approval as amended, 7 members.
7 members.
Not 5. 5 ini. Wala, 7 kay aron nga medyo dagan-dagan.
Okay, there's a motion. Councilor Edgar Cabanlas, second by Councilor Roger Abaday. Any objection? Being none, motion is carried. Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Madam Chair, I move to dispense with the second and final reading of proposed resolution number 2022-6.
There's that motion to dispense the first and second reading. Any second? Second by Councilor J. Pascual. Mr. Secretary, next item. Motion is carried.
On item 4, proposed resolution number 2022-3, electing the respective chairperson, vice chairperson, and members of the standing committees provided for in the internal rules of procedure adopted by this body. Please refer to Appendix C, page 27 to 28, and Appendix C-1, pages 29 to 32.
What is the pleasure of the body? Councilor Ayan Martakaya.
I move for the approval of item 4 under Appendix C, pages 27, 20, 28, as provided and attached in our agenda.
Seconded by Councilor Roger Abaday. Any objection? Discussion? Objection? Councilor Attorney James Judith? Discussion?
Madam Chair, ako lang balikon, ako na ning naisgutan ganina. Gusto lang namo tatawon kami sa minority block kung unsa ang basihanan sa pagpili sa majority sa nakadayang mga komitiba. Kung mabantayan nimo na 31 ka komitiba, Madam Chair, na 18 lang mikabok, 16 ka regular members, 2 ka ex officio. So 16 plus 2, 18, kami tanan. Kung imong tatawon sa unang round maapod na bali kanamo ang mga komitiba. Sa second round na uban nga mga konsyal pwede makakuha og duha ka mga komitiba. Ang ako lang, Madam Chair, kay nga man nga nagpabilin man ang akong objection pagyapon nga naa may ex officio nga gapangtagaan og duha ka or tulo pa ka komitiba labaw sa mandato nga gihatag sa ila sa balaod. Sabton akong balikon sa ako nang nasugyot, ako nang nasulti nabatbat atong unang nga sesyon sa atong konseho. Si Mr. President Yan Lamlim isip representante sa ABC o si Mr. President John Michael Seno isip representante sa SK Federation hold over ang ilang capacity. Naa sila karon gidawat nato sa 20th City Council kay tataw man nga nag-ingon ang balaod nga papadayon lang sa sila taliwala na humana ang ilang termino uban atong regular members sa 19th City Council nga humana ilang termino pero kay ang pagtugot sa balaod kay ipapadayon lang sa sila aron walay interruption sa ilang pangalagad sa ilang nagkadaiya nga sektor nga girepresentahan. Mao kana ug tatapod amang balaod nagsulti man nga sila matagaan og komitiba sila maghawid sa ilang sektor nga girepresentahan. Kabahin kang Mr. President Yan Lamlim ang barangay affairs. Kabahin kang Mr. President John Michael Seno ang youth affairs. O kitatapod sa balaod nga nagsulti dito unsa ang mga komitiba nga pwede silang mahimong regular members pero dili chairman. Daghan naman gani problema ang EBC. Dili pa man gani masulbad sa representante sa EBC. Daghan magay problema ang mga kabatanunan, dili man gali masulbad sa representante sa SK Federation. Unya ipervert pa lugar sa majority kay kumo naa sila ang numero. Ila lugar ingag-ngag kanamo sa minority nga tagaan lang gyapon sila labaw sa mandato nga gihatag sa ila sa balaod. Tataw man ang bang balaod nga nagsulti nga ang ABC ang iyang hawiran nga komitiba mao ang barangay affairs. Nga ang SK Federation ang iyang hawiran mao ang youth. Ngano man gid atong ingag-ngag umo na sa inyo ang numero sa majority. Dili man may makiklalis niya na. Apan dapat masayran sa katawan giunsa pag-apod aning mga komitiba kay kami tanan giswelduhan sa katawan. Kami tanan gipili. Wala dapat dili kami mapihik. Nakadumdum ko usa ka professor. Nagingon sa public administration na dapat kuno nakaangkla ang demokrasya dito kuno sa mayorya. Oo, nasa mayorya. Apan kami, nagingon po ng mga professor sa public administration nga dili kuno dapat nga makahilom ang minoridad. Kana ang among batbat karon. Ang among batbat sa mga professor nga nagsulti sa mga victim sa balaod. Dili nato ni pwede mabasta-basta. Kabalo ko nga gisulti kanina si Councilor Daba kay naa ako na nangayo og consensus or consent sa ato sa konseho. Apan Diyos ko para sa katawan mubarog kami minority kay dili pwede nga dili nato mabatbat dili. Kung unsa ang mga qualifications, unsa ang mga requirements nga nganong gipangtagaan man ninyo kaning mga tawhana nga kung butso amahon pwede man unta nato maapod kitang tanan kung pagpalagiusa ang inyong gusto nga matuman. Maapod man ni nato. Pero kagawas niya na, dili na lang may makiglalis. Ang amo lang ang ngano man. Unsa ang inyong basihanan. Gitupo-tupo raman na ninyo nga kaning komitiba mapaingon ani nga konsyal. Mao ba ka na ang basihan sa majority? Mao ba ka na ang patas? Mao ba ka na ang inyong panlantaw nga mag-alagad kitas katawan? Naghangyo kami sa majority. Atong tatawon unsa ang mga qualification nga ngano kaning tawhana. Ngano kaning nga konsyal. Ngano sa iya nakapaingon kana ang mga komitiba. Nga komitiba. Hangyo lang. Tanaw ta kini. Batbaton ta kini. Nagpabili na akong objection kay Mr. President Yan Lamlim. Nagpabili na akong objection kay Mr. John Michael Seno. Kana ang ako lang gusto tanawon. Na yung mga pipila nato ka mga kauban ka konsyal. With all due respect sa ila. Na uban diha. Di ba ang basihan sa AIP? Annual Investment Program. Di ba ang basihan ng output sa matag konsehal? kung pila ka ordinansa ang imong nabuhat. Kay mga konsihal makakita. Ang basihanan nga nung katagaan kitag budget, kay tungod, gi-require ka na to kung tagaan kitag budget, 1 million ka pin sa isa ka tuig, di ba ang gi-require na to nga performance indicator nga nakabutang diya sa atong budget, di ba aduna kay ordinansa na pasa. Pangutanon to ang uban nga mga konsihal din nga mga tagaan sa mga komitiba. Kay matud pa nila kung hikawan, kung manaw kuno sila ana sa pagkabot ng mga komitiba, entitled na kuno ang minority, kay mag-insister, nga ngano gi-question sila, ngano gitagaan sila sa mga komitiba. Ang ako lang niini, sa mga konsihal nga maiko, hangyo lang, unsa ba ang inyong mga ordinansa nga napasa para maka-justify nga maghawid mo ana nga komitiba hangtod karon? Humana naman ang 19th City Council. Naghawid naman mo ang dakong pangutana nga nagtangag og dakong gante, naaba mo ikabuga nga ordinansa nga napasa aron ma-justify nga aduna di ay mo ikahimo para
recognize,
sa katawan.
please sit down,
Kana
Councilor
ra ang
Abadan.
pangutana. Aduna ba mo nahimo? Kana lang. Mo na nga ako supak nga atong ipadayon nga diretso na nato tukion i-approve ang atong pag-apod-apod sa nakadiiyang mga committee assignments. Asdang Cagayan de Oro.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith. Councilor Yan Lamlim.
Mr. Chair, mayong hapon sa tanan, may hapon sa akong mga kauban. Dili man ta magsinggit-singgit dire. Ang ato is explain na ba ko'y na wala na serbisyo sa barangay. Naabay balaod nga dili pwede kami magkuha ex officio nga chairmanship. It is democracy. Numbers game. Maghulat ka kung na makakuha kag number. Action ang imong buhaton, dili magsinggit na sa session hall. Aksyonan nimo. Dili man kinahanglan nga committee ihatag sa imong makalihok ka. You can go anywhere and help the poor, help the people of Cagayan de Oro kay bago pa nag-receive sa COVID. Bago pa siya na-recover. Dili ta mag-grandstanding here. I ask you, Mr. Chair, naagi pangutanan nako sa akong amigo nga si Attorney Edward Chico. Babasa na ko sa iya. As internal rules, nakalagay yung procedure, disciplinary actions, election ng officer, and even yung determination ng standing committee, as well as election of the chairman and the members. Walang sinasabi diyan nga kapag ikaw ay ex officio, dito na lamang pwede ilagay. In the end of the day, it is the numbers game. Ang tanong, yung minorya at saka majority, nagbaboto yan. Kaya kadalasan lang ay kapag ikaw nasa minority, di mabigyan ng committee. Pariyo tag sweldo, pariyo tag lamisa, dili kami second citizen, kadili minimo Tagalog committee. Unsa man imong galilisan, dili man may nasa gawas, naglingkod, kay namati lang sa inyo, kay namo authority. Ako lagi hangyo atong mga kauban. We come here as unity and to serve the people. Dili ta maglangas-langas sa pag-issue aning butanga just for the sake nga makakuha kag sympathy. We have to work. Pakita na sa katawan nga nagtrabaho kita, nagserbisyo ta sa katawan, dili magsinggit-singgit na di. Ako lang hangyo. Kay gihagit mo kunimo, you can file cases to the court. I'm willing to answer that. Na ako mga volunteers nga mga abogado, anytime, dili ko mahadlok. Ayaw pag-mention sa akong ngalan. You should respect me. Ngano man, respect the legal barangay. Kay wala may nag-complain sa barangay, ngano, ikaw magtindog ka dali, maging legal barangay dagang problema. Ikaw siguro dagang problema. That is, Mr. Chairman. Thank you very much.
Excuse me, please, no? Proper decorum from our guests, no? Councilor Attorney James Judith.
Madam Chair, kung makik-engage manggaling si Mr. President Yan Lamlim, klaruhon niya, wala ko nagsulti nga dili sa maghawid og komitiba. Ang giingon lang, ang iyang paghawiran, katong mandato sa iya sa balaod. Ang iyang hawiran, dapat, gani, dili sa unta siya, dili na siya maglabaw-labaw pag sa mga komitiba, Kay kana man ang barangay affairs ang gihatag kani. Kang Mr. President John Michael Seno, ang komitiba nga gihatag sa iya mandato sa balaod, mauman ang sa youth affairs. Mr. Lim, ingon ka nga nay amigo nimo nga nagsulti kanimo or Mr. Councilor, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, nag-ingon man siya. Nag-ingon man siya, Madam Chair, nga naa kuno. Bali siya amigo nga nag-iskot kabahin kuno sa balaod. Ang akong dakong pangutana, unsa nga balaod ang iyang gisulti? Unsa nga balaod, Madam Chair? Asa? Wa man niya gisulti kanamo. Unya napay nagpakpak sa gallery kay kumo kuno nga sakto siya. Ang pangutana kung imo kung debatihon ang rebuttal, Madam Chair, mao kini. Kung ang rebuttal sa akong argumento unsa man, asa man nga balaod gisulti niya? Legal opinion? Madam Chair, ang ako lang inini. Wala ko ingon naghagit sa usa ka kauban nga konsehal ni ining atong konseho. Ang ako lang tatawon ng balaod. Wala ako nahulga. Ang giingon sa akong kauban nga konsehal, kay naghulga kuno ako. Naghulga ako, gusto ako mo base sa balaod. Dili ko gusto nga kitang tenan dinhi matumpawak sa kadautan. Ang dakong pangutana, katungod nako ba ang magpasaka og kaso aron maklaro ang isyu once and for all? Oo. Mao man na ang pangutana. Dili man ningon nga magpagpagta kung ang pangutana karon kay sa barangay. Madam Chair, ang dakong pangutana karon mao man kini. Nga isip kami nga mga konsihal, ang basihanan sa AIP, Annual Investment Program, mao kini. Aduna kabay ordinansa nga napasa. Kay kung wala magaling dili justified sa pila ka tuig naglingkod, Madam Chair. Unya wala kay agi. Unya magpabilin ka sa maong komitiba, mao man na ang pangutana para sa kasayuran sa tanan. Ang ayan ba di ay nga maggahin og pundo ang katawhan para magpadayon kag kumot sa mga komitiba nga wala gihatag sa imo or mandato sa imo sa balaod? Ang ayan pa ba ta magpabilin sa mong komitiba, dili ba ta maulaw? Para masayod ang katawhan nga wala detay agi. Mga konsihal man kami. Mga konsihal kami. Ang gi-require kanamo sa balaod maulang kini. Aduna kabay agi. Unsa ba ang imong balaod nga napasa kabahin sa imong sektor? Kabahin sa imong komitiba. Akong gibulatlat ang nakadaiyang mga libro sa atong budget. Gitanaw ko ang reference number kang Mr. President John Michael Seno o kang Mr. President Yan Lamlim. Subo pamalandungon. For the record, kang Mr. President John Michael Seno, isa lang ang iyang ordinansa, sukad-sukad pa nga naghawid siya sa iyang komitiba. Kang Mr. President Yan Lamlim, subo pamalandungon kay wala gyud siya agi, Madam Chair. Kana ang dakong pangutana. Dili man ka mag-ingon nga, no, kay gihimo, mo kini, mo kana. Ang pangutana mo basita sa AIP. Aduna ka by justification sa pag-release sa imo sa 1 milyones kapin para sa imong komitiba. Nga wala man kay agi, wa man kay ordinansa nga napasa kana ang isyu. Wala ko na grandstanding. Kay kabalo kami, wala kami numero. Apan dili pwede ang minority magpakahilom aron dili lugar masayran sa katawhan, unsay kamaturan, unsa ang among nakita nga kahiwian kay katungod namo, kaakuhan namo sa minority nga bulat-laton ang mga isyu aron masayod ang katawhan sa dakbayan sa Cagayan de Oro.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney James Judith. Councilor Joey Abdo.
Before I start, Madam Chair, again, may I join and ask my colleagues here to let us observe proper decorum and parliamentary rules. I understand that perhaps the basis of the provision in the internal rules of procedure submitted by the majority is based on the legal opinion issued by the DILG. Am I right, sir? But this is just a point of inquiry, Madam Chair. And let me just let everybody know that the point of inquiry is not necessarily an objection. I just want to make a clarification from the members of this August body so that everybody would understand and know Now, as discussed in the legal opinion issued by the DILG, the ABC and Sangguniang Kabataan President acquires their ex officio membership in the Sanggunian by virtue of being voted by their respective federation or league. Now, in fact, it is even discussed in the legal opinion issued that they should not be considered in the determination of the majority or minority party precisely because they should be non-partisan. Hence, they should not take part in the organization and reorganization of all standing committees. Both pasabot, since they are representing the barangay and the Sangguniang Kabataan, they should not be part of sa paghimo sa mga komitiba because they should be non-partisan. Now, to put emphasis, the DILG legal opinion even also stated that the department has been consistent in their opinion that ex officio members are not allowed to participate and vote in committee organization, reorganization because it is based on political affiliation. Now, to end this, Madam Chair, allow me to raise these three points of inquiry to the majority which can be answered by yes or no. With all due respect to Sangguniang Kabataan President and to ABC President, Madam Chair. Inquiry number 1, would the majority bloc agree, Madam Chair, that the members in the minority are regular members of the Sanggunian and that ABC and SK presidents are ex officio members of the Sangguniang representing their respective sectors, hence they should be non-partisan. Second inquiry, Madam Chair, would the majority bloc agree that the ABC and SK presidents signed the proposed resolution of the majority bloc in the organization of standing committees as well as in the adopted rules of procedure when they should not even be allowed to participate in the organization of standing committees per this legal opinion of the DILG? And lastly, Madam Chair, would the majority bloc also agree that DILG legal number 34-2011 is merely an advisory which can only be used as a guide course of action and not binding in the Sanggunian? That's all, Madam Chair. This is just a point of inquiry.
Thank you, Councilor Attorney Joey Abu. Actually, the procession is now along Vela Street. So it's almost there. So what is the pleasure of the body? We continue. Councilor Ayan Mark-Nakaya.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer.
In front of City Hall pala, the
Yes,
procession.
I think we can already decide. The majority bloc has already taken its position. The minority bloc has also taken its position. Then next, after discussion, perhaps, Madam Chair, is to divide the House because I understand Councilor Judith would object to the proposal as presented before this August body. So we'll proceed to the division of the House.
Any motion to divide the House? Okay, we are running out of time, no? The procession is already in front of the City Hall. Okay.
It's already at the stage of division of the House.
Okay, let us proceed already for the division of the House. So those who are in favor, please raise your hand. Of the main motion, the committee, Appendix C. Oh, those who are not in favor, please raise your hand. Who are not in favor? 6. Motion is carried.
Madam Chair, move to dispense second final reading.
Okay. Second and final reading. Seconded.
Councilor Suset's proposal.
Motion to include?
May I facilitate, Madam Chair? If I may assist?
Okay, please.
Okay. Move to include, Madam Chair, the proposal of Councilor Suzette as the offshoot of her special report as regards to three schools. Move for its inclusion, Madam Chair.
Okay, make it fast, because we are ready.
Yes.
They're already in front of the City Hall.
It's okay. We can do this.
Second motion? Okay. Any objection? Being none, motion is carried.
Move for the approval of the said resolution, subject to styling. The resolution that we have
motion.
included.
Second. Objection? Being none, motion is carried.
Move to dispense second final reading.
Second. Objection? Dispense.
Move to adjourn.
Okay. Of the adjourn. Second. Okay, adjourn.